Good morning, children. See, children, we are discussing about the textbook, children, in the fifth class. And third chapter, we are discussing about the bird's eye. Regarding the chapter, we have discussed a few exercises, children, and few grammar points. Collocations, have to, has to, may, can't. Today, our Roman Nana on page number 49, they have given us a Roman to rearrange the words into to make questions. Remember to use punctuations. Okay, now first given to you, jumbled they gave. You have to rearrange them in the correct question form. I, your, borrow, my, may, gloves. And they have given you question mark, children, and they told you to frame the question. See what we have learned in the previous class. When we are starting the question, whenever we have the helping verb in the sentence, we have to start the question with the helping verb. Here they told us to frame the question and they have given us may as a helping verb. So first write down may I borrow. May I borrow your gloves? May I borrow your gloves? And keep question mark here. Okay. Coming to the second one, children, they have given you use I skates your may. Okay, again they told us to rewrite the question. Here we can write may I use your skates. May I use your skates. Coming to the third one, children. Coming to the third one, they gave you swim. You can fast. And they told us to frame question, children, and here can they gave can you swim fast? Can you swim fast? In this way we have to frame the questions, children. And a few more sentences they have given you. Can a ball you high in the air oblique kick? Now I will rub the board. Next three statements we will discuss, children. Next three we will discuss. See, children, carefully. If you listen carefully, easily you can understand. Very easy topic, Nana. Fourth statement. Can a ball you high in the air, high in the air, object kick. Okay. Can you kick? Can you kick a ball high in the air? High in the air. Can you kick a ball high in the air? We are framing the questions, Nana, by observing the jumbled words. In the jumbled words, we are having the helping verb. So we are starting the question with the helping verb. Coming to the fifth one, children. Coming to the fifth one, Nana. Have to school, oblique do they go. Okay. Now what is the helping verb given here? Do they have to go to school? Do. Listen children carefully. Do they have to go to school? Do they have to go to school? Question mark. Okay, in this way we have to frame the questions. Coming to the sixth one, children. You do wear shoes, have to special, okay. Now we have to frame here question children, and you are having two helping verbs. Do you have to wear special shoes? Do you have to wear special shoes? Question mark. Okay. In this way, children, we are framing the questions by using the jumbled words, and we are starting the question with the helping verbs. Let us take one more exercise to discuss, children, so that easily you can understand few more statements. We will take two more statements, then we will go to our next topic. Okay. I hope you all are listening the classes, children. If you are unable to understand, listen more times. Easily you can understand your lessons, children. Coming to the seventh one, and textbooks. And textbooks. Do I have to all cover my notebooks. Okay, this is a statement given to you, children, and you have to rewrite it in the question form. Now start the question form, children. Do I have to cover all my notebooks and textbooks? Okay, do I have to cover all my notebooks and textbooks? Okay, and the question mark. Coming to the next statement, children. Eighth one. Can't you for quite, comma, ay. Okay. This is a can't you keep quiet for a while. Can't you keep quiet for a while? Can't you keep quiet for a while? This is a question mark, children. See, children, our next Roman regarding the given chapter, a bird's eye, is next to punctuation, OW, or you have to write, complete the table has been given to you, then they have given you some words, OW and OW as crow. 2 letters and 3 letters, 3 letters and 4 letter words has been given to you, and you have to finish those words. Coming to the next one, children. Here Pip and the escaped prisoner. Our next topic, our next chapter, children. Pip and the escaped prisoner. So before to going to that, Nana, already I have given you 2 chapter notes, Nana. Third chapter you will get today. And if you want textual exercises, explanation with the answers in the PDF, just comment me in the comment box. Okay, just tell me, send the textbook exercises, madam, so that I can send you the textbook exercises also. Coming to the Pip and the escaped prisoner, it's a very interesting story, children, about a prisoner. See, children, before to going, there is an introduction part about the writer given to you. Great Expectations is a book by the famous British author Charles Dickens, who was born in 1812 and died in 1870. See, Nana, this is the story which has been taken from Great Expectations. Book name Great Expectations. దేని నుంచి తీసుకున్నారన్నా మన నెక్స్ట్ స్టోరీ Great Expectations. Okay, and this has been written by, this is the name of a book, children, and this has been written by the Charles Dickens, who was born in 1812 and he died in 1870. It is a story about a poor boy called Pip. The story which we are going to discuss now, which we are going to read now, is about a boy who was very poor and his name is Pip, who became rich, but he wasn't always happy. After some time he becomes rich, but he was not happy with his wealth. Sometimes he was very unhappy. Okay, Pip's parents died when he was small, so he lived with his old sister and his husband Joe. See, Nana, Pip's parents has been died when he was very small, so he used to live with the older sister and her husband పెద్దక్క వాళ్ళ బావ దగ్గర, who was a blacksmith. Blacksmith అంటే ఎవరన్నా? A person who makes horse shoes and other useful metal objects తయారు చేస్తాడు వాళ్ళ బావ. One day when Pip was in a graveyard, he met an escaped prisoner. Now Pip met an escaped prisoner అంటే జైల్లో నుంచి పారిపోయి వచ్చిన వ్యక్తిని కలిశాడు. వాళ్ళిద్దరి మధ్యలో ఏం జరిగిందో, వాట్ హ్యాస్ హ్యాపెండ్ బిట్వీన్ దెమ్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ ద స్టోరీ విచ్ we are going to learn in our next session. I hope you all are reading the textbook, Nana. Read the textbook, underline the hard words, find out the meanings of the words which you are unable to understand. Is it clear? From next session onwards, myself I will give you the hard words meaning. Okay, already in the textbook they have given you few hard words. If still any word you want, any meaning, you can send the comment. Okay, have a nice day all of you.